on the highways and byways, we feeding, giving this spiritual food out, man. So the elect can grow and develop, man, and be woken up through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We nothing but tools that the Most High is using, man.
Okay, so let's finish out in that 2 Corinthians, brother.
2 Corinthians 12 and 10.
And just like with what we're bringing out right now, you know, this is nothing planned or scripted, you know. It's all through the grace and the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, just to prove my point, you know. And us to, all right, to answer this man's question, that's through the grace of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. That ain't because, no, come on. That ain't because, you know, you don't know what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to bring up, you know, for you to deal with when you come out on the highways and byways. You don't have no way of knowing. So it ain't like the night before that you sit there and say, yeah, I'm going to need to study this, I'm going to need to be on point on this. No, man, you totally at the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So you better depend on his grace and his mercy when you out here, man, dealing with scoffers, dealing with demons, and just dealing with sincere people who have sincere questions. You know, we got this reoccurring demon that come up and like to disrupt the whole camp.
Try to.
You know? And that takes grace and faith, man. But anyway, let's go ahead and finish that.
Therefore, I take pleasure in my infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Mashiach's sake.
Man, we gotta go through and just break that down. Let's read that verse from the top.
Man, really, I skipped. I gotta go back to 9.
Go back
bro.
up.
It's 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I glory in my infirmities, that the power of Mashiach may rest upon me.
That's right. So we rather, man, we take glory in our weaknesses, man, so that the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah can rest on us, man. That way we can rightly divide this word of truth. We can go into doing sit-downs. We can come out on the block and be on point when we teach. Will you bring that out for me one more time, Mike?
Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities.
Right, we would rather glory in our infirmities and not glory in the fact that we basically deceiving ourselves to think we are not a weak Jew.
Yeah, sure. That's right.
That's a deception. Go ahead, brother.
We glory that we bearing our cross, man.
That's the glory. That's something to glory in. You know? That's right. Go ahead.
That the power of Mashiach may rest upon me.
That is, that the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah HaMashiach may rest on us, man. We crying to the Lord, Abba. Help us. We need help out here in Babylon. Because what the scriptures say, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. You need help out here in Babylon. You ain't no strong nigga.
Yeah. And you gotta pray for that strength.
You gotta pray.
Yep.
And ask the Most High, man, not to take his Holy Spirit from you. And that his power would rest on you, man. That's why y'all don't know what the mark of the beast is, but now y'all trying to basically Nate is doing damage control because he looks like a fool right now for what he taught. So now you got to go back and clean it up.
Clean it up.
Do damage control.
It's not just an embargo now. It's
right.
More to it.
That's right, man. Now you got to do damage control. You look like a fucking idiot, man. And the Most High is gonna continue to clown you. Cause you in the trick bag, but with the quagmire.
Yeah.
You in the quagmire because you done took that money. You can't teach the truth, and now the truth is coming out, making you look stupid. So now you got to do damage control.
Clean up.
Wow. And the more you do it, the more wrong and silly you gonna look.
Yeah. It's like when you down low, man, but you just keep reaching. Instead of switching and getting on the right track, you just keep reaching in the wrong direction, man.
And I love it, man. I love it how the Most High got you in that trick bag, like the brother said, man. Yeah. You and your Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's trick bag, nigga. And there ain't no way out for your ass, man. Except you humble up, admit, yeah, you're gonna have to tell the truth. And then pray for mercy. Beg for it. And Nate, you don't strike me as that type of nigga.
Right.
You know? You don't strike me as that kind of nigga. To humble up. But everything according to his will. You know? Not my will, but thy will be done. Abba Yahweh. So go ahead, brother.
Nate feel the fear. He got fear of the powers that be, man. He don't fear the Most High.
He don't fear you a cop. Cops don't fear shit.
So verse 10. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches.
Okay, he take pleasure in infirmities, in his weaknesses, man. He take pleasure in that. And that's why he mentioned in Philippians, the 3rd chapter, he said, Paul, that is, I'm speaking on, Paul spoke in Philippians, the 3rd chapter, and said he counted all but done. Everything, meaning, you know, he was a Hebrew of the Hebrews. As concerning the law, he was blameless. That was reason to glory in the flesh. In other words, that would be something to say, look at what I done. I was strong in the law. But he counted all but done. And why did he do that? What was his reasoning behind it? He said that I might win Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And we're going to bring that out in Philippians. But this is, you know, when you hear what Paul is saying, it basically links up with what he said in Philippians, the 3rd chapter. So he takes pleasure in infirmities. Go ahead.
In reproaches.
In reproaches. Reproaches, man. Hey, we are reproached in this kingdom all the day long. Now I don't know if you can get a definition for me on one of you brothers on the reproach. So I can get, yeah, that's in
12 and 10, 2 Corinthians. Hey, Nate don't suffer no reproaches, man. Nate don't suffer no reproaches. He all about living good, man. He's worshipped among his wicked congregation, man. Amongst those zombies, man.
Yeah, I want to say a rebuke, but it's not exactly a rebuke. But the brother's gonna look it up so we can get that. But this is things to take pleasure in. So I give him some time. Go ahead, read on. We'll
in necessities.
Necessity. What is a necessity? That means a necessity meaning you going without. You doing without, man. 2 Corinthians 12 and 10. So Paul saying in necessities meaning in needs. So he's going without. You know, he's fasting. He's just, you know, just totally doing without. Like when you fast, you go without food and water. Food and water is a necessity.
That's right.
You know? That's just a brief part of it. You brothers can, you know, go into it in more depth on your own time, but go ahead, brother.
In persecutions.
Persecutions. You know, we've been out on this block, man. We first come out here, man, we were persecuted heavily by HPD. And other little secret cops and shit, security. You know, we were persecuted, and that's to a lesser extent, because it's gonna get even worse. But in persecutions. And we still steady came out here, man, in diligence, showing our faith, and then the Most High called the cops off of us. They ride through on bicycles, now they wave.
Yeah. They check with us, ask if we all right, if somebody fucking with us.
And then we know what time it is. They've been giving orders to leave us alone till Jade Helm basically take place.
They thirsty, they waiting on the chance.
Right. But then, you know, in that day, the police department gonna be split. Cause you're gonna have some Jake gonna, you know, basically be like, you know, on our side. Well, I put it like this, you're gonna have some of the police department that's gonna be for us, or the majority